Championship. Reigning African champions, Nigeria's women's basketball team, the Tigers, paid a courtesy visit to the leadership of the National Sports Commission, NSC. Now, the team was hosted in Abuja on Tuesday by the NSC chairman, Shehu Dikko, and the director general of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olopade. The Tigers, who have emerged victorious in the last 4 editions of the women's Afrobasket in different times, did, of course, were received by and celebrated by the commission for their support and what they've been able to do. Now, winning 4 straight Afrobasket title is no small feat, and the entire nation is rooting for you. This is according to the National Sports Commission. Dikko went ahead to task the team to table their immediate needs as they get set to jet out for their title defense. The commission wasted no time in approving the request presented by the players, underscoring the commission's commitment to athlete welfare. Bukola Olopade lauded the team for being a beacon of hope and inspiration, assuring them that the nation would support them in full as they gear up to defend their crown in Abidjan from July 25th to August 3rd. The 29th edition of the Women's Afrobasket will feature 12 countries battling for continental glory, and Nigeria heads into the tournament as the defending champions, having defeated Senegal 84-74 in the 2023 final in Kigali, Rwanda. The Tigers also triumphed over Senegal in 2017, 2019, and beat Mali in 2021 final, asserting dominance on the continent over the past decade. Emmanuel Chibuzor also was, part of the players that did make that visit to the National Sports Commission, and she had a lot to say about the visit and what she is expected from the National Sports Commission.
Put our best foot forward and show our commitment to our country and put our best foot forward to come back with gold. So thank you again for your help.
All right, that was Emmanuel Chibuzor, the captain of the Tigers. Let me come to you, Jidechi. Jidechi, our players, let's say ready on paper or ready to go all the way to Abidjan, or they've been training for the past 5-6 days in Nigeria, and they're looking forward to defend their title. They visited the NSC, and the NSC said, "We have our support, and the support that you will use or you will need to go all the way." But some are saying, is this the very best of preparations we've gotten from the Nigerian Sports Commission or the Basketball Federation in Nigeria heading to a major tournament as defending champions?
Favor, I think something. First of all, I think I would state this for the record. This is my personal opinion. I don't think the Tigers should have been visiting the National Sports Commission, and this is why. This is something I believe should have been an arrangement being made by the Sports Federation. That's the MBBF, the Basketball Federation. And I think this visit clearly shows that something is wrong somewhere. The Basketball Federation are totally not getting things right, because if they were, I'm not particularly privy to everyone that visited the Sports Commission. I don't know the arrangement that was made before this visitation. I don't know if it was in tandem with the Basketball Federation, but I want to believe this is something that the players thought to themselves, okay, let's go visit them. Let's let our hearts out and tell the National Sports Commission, simply because they've already done that with the Basketball Federation, and the feedback was negative. I mean, we've seen how, do I say messed up, the Basketball Federation have treated our national teams in recent history, and it's been nothing to write home about. Like you said, we are defending champions. There's no reason why the treatment or the preparations we've gone through before this Afro-basketball. I mean, this is a team that have been flying Nigeria's flag really high in recent years. This is a team that have been flying Nigeria's flag really high, possibly the best African team at the last Olympic Games. The Basketball Federation has been a mess. It's been a mess. I mean, for the national team to be going to the Sports Commission, Favor, the only organizations that should be interacting with the Sports Commission in Nigeria should be the national federations, not the national teams. This is like the Super Eagles say they want to go and meet the National Sports Commission. In fact, let's put it this way. They want to go and meet the old sports ministry. Imagine it was the sports ministry. We want to go and meet the sports minister. What does the sports minister that have to do with the players themselves. It just shows the cracks in the holes that the Basketball Federation is having. Like, this should not be a norm, favor. This should not be a norm. It's almost like going to go and see your Oga's Oga because your Oga is not performing, and you're hoping that the person above him can step in and take care of things. That's literally the only way I see this visit. And I mean, it's sad. It's sad if you ask me, because we should not be having this in Nigeria. After you talk about football, basketball is possibly the next thing in line alongside athletics, and it's really sad. It's really sad. I hope that positive things do come out of this. The National Sports Commission the people in charge have been doing every great thing they could so far so good to ensure that sports is smooth sailing and smooth running in Nigeria. I hope that they really can step in to help the girls any way they can, because I mean, it's been left to the Basketball Federation, and it's just been one bad news after another.
All right. I mean, you made some interesting points. I mean, looking at the Tigers, they are the champions of Nigeria. If you look at their opponents in different parts of Africa, they've been training. Some of them even had to leave their country to another African country to fine-tune preparations ahead of this tournament. And the very best of preparations the Tigers have gotten is just a close camp, or rather, just coming in to train, and no key games, no test games. But some will say, well, it's their title to lose. But I mean, other teams are not sleeping. They are really doing a lot to come into the party. But we're looking forward to that. But by the way, the Tigers of Nigeria have officially released their final roster for the 2025 FIBA Afrobasket Championship in Côte d'Ivoire. The team will be looking to defend their title once again on the continental stage. Head coach Rena Wakama leads the squad into Abidjan with a strong lineup ready to compete. All eyes will be on the champions as they begin their campaign. The players who made the roster: Tommy Samu Kamara, Izine Kalu, Elizabeth Balogun, Amy Okonkwo, Nicole Enabosi, Palas Kunayi, Victoria Macaulay, Vera Ojenwa, Blessing Ejiofor, Ifunaya Okoro, Sarah Ogoke, and Mojanatu Musa. In space of 1 minute, Jidechi, kindly make your thoughts on this particular list. You think the squad can deliver a fifth consecutive Afrobasket title?
I absolutely believe so, Favor. It's a decent squad. Most of the players that we saw at the last Afrobasket, but most of the players that we also saw at the World Cup, at the Olympics rather, are in the squad, and it's the same coach that have been high flying since she started. So I want to believe we're going to have a successful title defense despite the odds. I expect the girls to do what they very well know how to do, and I want to believe that. I think it's one very funny thing with Nigeria. Moments like this, where there's little or no support, tends to help the team spirit and the team morale. And so it makes them want to conquer despite the odds. That's usually the storyline, and for some reason I do feel that that's what's going to play out yet again this time around, that it will be a despite the odds situation. The girls went out there and were able to do it. So yeah, I believe the squad is capable of that title. I do hope that we can do it again.
All right, we hope that you can. Well, we'll wait to see. We'll be keeping tabs with the Tigers of Nigeria.